Hello Gemini, and welcome to your weekly reading. This is for the week of May 17th. So we'll take a look at your overall energies with the oracle cards, and then we'll get into some more details with the tarot. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll start with the Sacred Traveler oracle cards. So let's see what we have here. Happy birthday to some of you that may be having a birthday this next week or in the month of May. So you have great adventure, take a risk, venture forward. Really nice energy. This is coming through as Spirit is saying that it's time. It's time. You may have spent a lot of time in solitude, resting, rejuvenating, perhaps getting over a situation in your life. And now it's just time. It's time to go ahead and get started on a new adventure. Doing something new. Lovely energy. Consciousness of lack. So for some of you, you may be feeling as though you've been kind of like left out in the cold, or just trying to figure out what the next step is. Your lack could be just a lack of direction in your life, or what it is that you want to do next. And with this great adventure, it's letting you know that it's time to go ahead and put yourself out there. Sometimes, we don't know exactly where we're going, but that's okay, because part of the journey is that we'll figure that out along the way. If we know that everything will work out exactly as we planned, well, then there's no adventure in that. That's not really that fun, right? And great and full. So whatever is coming your way is going to be very, it's going to bring you a lot of gratitude for what is going on in your life. It's going to bring you a lot of fullness. It's going to round out your life. And I'm getting the sense that it's going to have a lot of abundance attached to it. All right. These cards are like flipping through. Wow. Okay. Let's try this. They are not wanting to shuffle. There we go. All right. Truth be told. So this next week, you may find out a truth from someone else, or you may discover a truth about yourself that's going to set you on this adventure. Sometimes we have to hit those hard truths with ourselves, and really realize that sometimes when we're feeling like there's a lack of something in our life, it's because we're not moving out of that energy. In order to bring in new things, we have to raise our vibrations, get really positive about things, and it's time to put this to the side. It's time to kind of like get really truthful with yourself. How have you been holding yourself back? What is preventing you from going on this great adventure? Like, I think for some of you, you have this idea in the back of your mind that you want to do this, but you're having a hard time like getting yourself to go out there and do it. And this is Spirit saying it's time. It's time to go ahead and do it. And whatever it is that you're wanting to do, look at this. It's going to bring you a lot of gratefulness. You're going to be filled with gratitude. You're going to be full. Your life is going to be more full. This feeling of lack, this consciousness of lack, it seems like there's something lacking in your life. There's something, it could be money. It could be, having, free time for yourself. It could be having time with family or friends. But there's something that you're really missing in your life. And what is that? That's the truth that you need to tell to yourself. Like, really go within and ask yourself, what is it that I really want? Like, I don't think you're unhappy, but at the same time, you don't feel complete. You don't feel full. You don't feel like your life has all the riches that you really wanted to. And so this is a time for you to really kind of go in and ask yourself, what is it that I really want? Because it's time. You're going to manifest it. You're going to bring it into fruition. It's going to be wonderful. And when it says great adventure, it's like put your fears to the side, because whatever this is that you want to do, guess what? It's going to be great. You're going to enjoy it. It says take the risk, venture forward. And sometimes, you know, it's that fear of just getting started that prevents us from doing the things that we really want to do. So let's go to the tarot and see what we have here. So in the center of your reading, you have justice. This is like you're trying to bring your life into balance. And with this consciousness of lack, it's like I said before, there's, you know, you're really full perhaps in some areas of your life. Maybe your career's going really well, but you feel like, you don't have love in your life or enough time for friends and family. There's some kind of imbalance, but what you're working on is bringing balance into your life. So that's really nice. So let's see what's crossing you. Queen of Cups. This is about loving other people, but it's also about loving yourself. It's about getting into that place where you're living from your heart and not from your head. Sometimes with the Justice card, it's kind of like up in our head. Are things fair? You're trying to analyze and weigh everything. And it's time to get truthful with yourself. Like, what does your heart really want? Because your heart is asking you to step into that energy and to really, put your efforts there. Wherever we put our thoughts or our efforts, that's what we bring into fruition. So it's time to think about you, Gemini. So what's below you is the Hermit. You have been, I got that sense earlier that you kind of have been maybe in a solitude type of energy, really thinking about what it is that you want, kind of contemplating that, kind of getting ideas about what it is that you'd like to do in the future. And sometimes when we get into our heads like that, what happens is that we start concentrating on what we don't have instead of what we do want. And it's time to just change your perspective, right? Just start thinking about what it is that you want instead of concentrating on what you don't have. Oh my goodness, because what's above you is the Ten of Cups. This is what your higher self is calling you to do, is to go after your true happiness. What is it that you want? This is exciting, Gemini, very exciting. So what's in your past? Your past was a Page of Cups. Since you're kind of like crossed with the Queen of Cups, the Page of Cups could be you. This could have been an offer of love, but it was, the Page of Cups is kind of like sweet, but kind of innocent. Not the King of Cups, kind of like not all the way there. And maybe you were actually the Page of Cups. Maybe you in the past just started to get that inkling from your own heart, your own intuition about what your heart really wants you to do. And here you are kind of stepping into your Queen of Cups energy, which is definitely, you've ascended, you've kind of come up, but you're not really sure about how that balances out in your life. Like, how can you go for what it is that you want? Like, what are you going to have to sacrifice? Because sometimes when we go in a new direction, we do have to leave people, situations, jobs, homes behind. And so this is kind of asking you, like, what is it that you're willing to give up to go after what it is that you really want? Really nice energy. Okay, so let's see what's in your future. Seven of Swords. This can be the sneaky card, but it's also about selfish, right? And maybe, what you have to do is step into a sense of being selfish for yourself, protecting your heart, doing what your heart really wants you to do. And so this is kind of an energy of stepping into that, of saying, okay, what is it that I really want to do? And, we're going to clarify all of these, but with the Seven of Swords, I kind of wonder, are there people that you have to sneak away from, or jobs or situations that you may feel like you have to sneak away from in order to go on this new adventure? So we'll clarify that. And, they're calling me to the truth be told. you know, this energy can sometimes bring you bad karma, so you don't want to sneak off in the middle of the night. Sometimes it's better to have those conversations. Be truthful with the people in your life about what it is that you want and where you want to go next. And you never know, they may want to join you, right? Okay, so your energy right now is the Hangman. Yeah, you're kind of like in this waiting. You're in this pause, this void. You're waiting for a sign from the universe. This is your sign. It's time to go. It's time to go on this new adventure. But the Hanged Man is also this energy of you have to sacrifice something, right? And it's getting the wisdom about what is it that you have to release or let go of or sacrifice in order to bring in something new. Because, you know, as long as you're holding on to the old, you can't bring in the new. Really interesting. Okay, so your environment is the Tower. You know, if you don't release what it is that you need to release, then what happens? The universe will come in and take it from you, right? Because it's really kind of an act of love from the universe. Because when there's things in our life that no longer serve us or no longer are good for us, then the universe knows that, and they'll have those things kind of go away. The Tower can also be like an epiphany. You may be on the brink of an epiphany about what it is that you want to do next, what your next great adventure is. So we'll definitely clarify that. Now let's go to your hopes and dreams, 6 of Cups. Okay, so for some of you, you may be wanting to reconcile with somebody from the past, or they may be wanting to reconcile with you. And, you know, this is your hopes and fears. So you could be fearful that if this adventure doesn't go well, that you may end up back where you started from, right? But it is also a sweet energy. Sometimes we do have to go on our next path when it's time for us to go forward in a new direction. Sometimes it is kind of sad to leave the people that we have to leave behind. But, you know, especially if you feel like you need to move to a new location, whether that's for a job or it's just a place that you want to live. Sometimes we do have to physically remove ourselves from, you know, family and friends that were nearby, but it doesn't mean that they have to totally leave your life, right? But it will be harder. So whatever you're doing, it's going to bring you more stability. The outcome here is lovely. Look at this. You have the 10 of Cups and the 4 of Wands. It's something that's going to bring you great joy, abundance, love. And it's also going to be really wonderful for you stability-wise. It's some of you may be feeling, you know, since you have this consciousness of lack, you may be feeling like, you know, you don't have the life that you really want. And this is Spirit saying not to worry. Like, you need to go on this new path. And what it's going to do is bring in this lovely new energy. Now, they're asking me to look at the bottom. Now I know why. You have the Magician card. And you have a lot of different options. What you need to do is, wow, this is lovely. What you need to do is, you know, you need to decide what it is that you want. Once again, the Judgment card can also mean reconciliation with somebody from the past. Here you are getting really clear, Queen of Swords, Gemini, there you go, really clear about who it is you want to love. Look at this. You started off with the Page of Cups. You're crossed right now with the Queen of Cups. That's your energy. And you know, this King of Cups, I think that's you coming into your emotions, living your life, doing what it is that you want. And you have the 10 of Pentacles. Lovely, lovely energy. Everything underneath here is just beautiful. So it is really a message from the universe that you are manifesting whatever it is that you want in your life. And it's time for you to kind of like step up, get really truthful with yourself. What is it that you want? Because you have like this window of opportunity to bring in whatever it is that you want. Lovely energy. Okay, so let's go ahead and clarify. Let's clarify this Justice card really quick. See what we have here. We have the Death card, 7 of Pentacles, and the 3 of Pentacles. On the bottom, 10 of Cups. Look at that. Okay, so right now you're transforming. You're ending some type of a cycle. And you've been planting some seeds, trying to figure out which direction it is that you want. You may have actually been planting seeds in a couple of different areas, trying to see which one will grow. But the key is that you are working with the universe. The universe is working with you to help manifest this lovely 10 of Cups and 4 of Wands energy. And remember, the 4 of Wands can also mean a marriage. So with the 10 of Cups, it's a lovely energy, very lovely. Okay, so let's clarify this Hermit card. So we have the Moon, the 7 of Cups, and the 7 of Swords. Okay, so you have a lot of 7s here. That is a very spiritual number. In fact, I think you have like all the 7s here on the table. With the Moon card, there's things that you can't see. This could be some truths coming out about a situation that you're in right now, whether that's love, career, finances. There could be secrets there, but I'm really getting the sense that, since this is clarifying the Hermit card, that there are secrets that you're unlocking within yourself about your purpose, about what direction you're supposed to go in next. And, with the 7 of Cups, this is a lot of options, and the 7 of Swords. It's kind of like, I really think you need to get selfish, once again, because you have the 7 of Swords in the future. You need to get really selfish and choose the cup that you feel is right for you. This is a time for you to put, the concerns that you have about other people or other responsibilities, burdens that you have, put those to the side and go ahead and get really clear about what it is that you want. And don't feel like you're being greedy or super selfish, right, by doing this. Realize that you're stepping into your own power. You're taking advantage of this window of opportunity. You see that this is only open maybe for a short amount of time, and it's time to go ahead and just take the risk, right? Take the risk. The adventure begins. Okay, so let's see what this 7 of Swords is in the future. Knight of Cups, Ace of Cups, and the Empress, with the King of Swords on the bottom. So getting really clear. This is, the Knight of Cups could be an offer of love because we have the Ace of Cups here. But, with the Empress energy here, I really feel like this is more of a reading of you stepping into who you're supposed to be. The Empress is, loves herself, is very self-confident, is, generous to those that are in her life. She's not a greedy soul at all, very generous, but is also very self-nurturing, takes care of herself as well as those that are around her. And I think, you have all the cups here, all the court cards. You have the Page, the Knight, the Queen, and the King. This is you getting into your heart space and realizing what it is that you really want and giving yourself that gift, going on this adventure. You're kind of tired of feeling like I'm always the last, right? Have you put yourself last? Are you being truthful with yourself? Are you putting yourself first? Because really, it's time for you to step into that energy and put yourself first. Okay, so with the Hanged Man, we have the Emperor, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Ace of Swords. You're getting really clear, and now it's interesting. We have the Empress and the Emperor. So for some of you, you could have a new love coming in because we do have a lot of cups here. But the Emperor does talk about power and about the Wheel of Fortune. This could be a person that comes into your life that helps this wheel to turn. But with the Wheel of Fortune, it means that you are going to step into a lot of abundance, going on this adventure, putting yourself first, telling the universe what it is that you want, and then going for it, like putting your own sweat and tears into it, going for it, getting really crystal clear with the Ace of Swords. This is you getting the bounty from that, the Wheel of Fortune, getting all of the goods that you are asking for. You know, your dreams coming true. Your dreams coming true because you have the Ten of Cups and the Four of Wands as your outcome. So this Tower, we have the Nine of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, and the High Priestess with the World on the bottom. Okay, so you are kind of like this Tower moment, whether it is something that actually happens in your life or it's just an epiphany about what it is that you want to do, and taking those steps to go do it is going to start turning this wheel and help you to step into your next world. Because the Nine of Wands, you've been on this path for a long time. This is like the wounded warrior, you know, but you have still a lot of determination. You're going to go forward. You're going to finish this out no matter what. And you're really determined. And you know, it's taken a lot out of you. You have the Five of Pentacles. You may be feeling like you have been doing this for a very long time by yourself. You have the consciousness of lack. You may feel like, hey, I've been doing this forever and I'm not getting anywhere, right? And the Two of Wands, this is kind of like strategizing, like taking stock with what is going on in your life. What do you love about your life? What is it that you don't like about your life? How do you want to change your life? Getting really truthful with yourself. What is your heart telling you? Don't listen to your head. What is your heart telling you? Because when you decide and you take a step forward and listen to your intuition, you really are going to have that epiphany, that Tower moment where you decide, yes, I'm going to go on that adventure. I'm going to take the risk. I'm going to go do this. Because if I don't, I'll always look back at this moment and say, why didn't I do it, right? It does feel like a window of opportunity. Like, it won't last forever, right? And it might not just be for a week, but you know how those windows of opportunity are. They're only open for a little while. And you know what? I think it's interesting because I just realized, like in this consciousness of lack, like there's, you know, there's like a window in the heart, like looking into the window of your heart and realizing what it is that you want. You know, for some of you, it could be, you know, financial stability or a dream home. For others of you, you know, it could be, you know, just a change of belief systems, of habits in your life. Very interesting. All right, with the Six of Cups, we have the Knight of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Star. So it's moving forward. The Knight of Swords, I think this is your energy, like getting really clear about what it is that you want, working on it, and knowing that whatever work you put into it, you will be rewarded from the universe. And through this, you'll heal. So there could be something from the past that is, you know, kind of preventing your wheel from changing, you know, turning to go into the future. And it's like time. It's just time for you to figure out what it is that you want. Like stopping the thinking about what's happened in the past, what you may have already lost, right? And thinking about what is it that I want in the future? Where am I going? All right, so for the Ten of Cups and the Four of Wands, oh, nice. Okay, you're at the end of a cycle. Eight of Swords, that's you in your doubt. Can you bring this on? I think, you know, for some of you, you're just kind of like, it's been a long road. Am I ever going to get my Ten of Cups? Am I ever going to have that happy ending? Am I ever going to, you know, for some of you, have a committed relationship, or the wedding, or the family life, or the stability of all of that? And, you know, this is the universe saying, you know, you have, you know, there is something here. For some of you, I do think there could be a reconciliation because you have the Six of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. For others of you, this was something that you thought you wanted, but maybe you've changed your mind. You have the Five of Swords. There was a lot of conflict, and you're kind of ending that. There was a lot of pain there, but you're ending it. So you're finding that clarity about what that relationship brought you. And although there were sweet moments, maybe what you're doing is getting really truthful about what that relationship really, the burdens of that relationship, and that it is over. And as soon as you put that in the past, then you can step forward into this great new adventure, the next chapter of your life. Okay, so we had on the bottom the Eight of Swords, the Devil. You're kind of stuck on your self-doubt about whether or not you can turn the wheel. But you can, Gemini, you definitely can. It's about you getting really clear about how you want to become more stable and having the patience with yourself as you go forward, because you are bringing in a more balanced life. And you've been waiting a long time, but it is definitely time for you to step into this new adventure, because guess what? You're manifesting abundance. You have the Magician and the Sun. You are bringing in all kinds of love and abundance. Oh, that's just so beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to pull a creativity oracle card for you. This is a lovely reading, very lovely. It's about stepping away, putting down your self-doubt, and just stepping into the life that you have waiting for you. How exciting is that? Okay, so you have the beautiful artwork. Patience. Creativity takes time, and sometimes a project can seem to be taking too long or seem to be failing. Oh, I can relate to that, right? Sometimes we want just things to rush and go easy. And I think that that's what Spirit's trying to bring you here, is the sense of have patience. This is all going to work out for you. You do have the Ten of Cups and the Four of Wands. So those days where you're doubting yourself, you're doubting whether it'll ever work out for you, just keep in mind that it is. You know, that you have that Ten of Cups and Four of Wands waiting for you. Just take it day by day. Try to keep your vibrations positive. Have patience with yourself. Be compassionate with yourself. Love yourself. And it'll help bring this in. All right. Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. And you know, I think for some of you, this is like your inner child, kind of like talking to you, saying, hey, it's time to go have some fun. You know, go on this adventure. Don't be so serious about life. You know, listen to your heart. Go and play a little bit more, because sometimes that's exactly what we need. So let's get an angel message to finish this out. And Gemini, if you have enjoyed this reading, I would really appreciate it if you would like, share, or subscribe. It really does help to build my channel. Okay, trust. Nice. You're looking at a situation from a purely physical perspective, and therefore you cannot see the bigger picture and the blessings interwoven within this event. We, your angels, urge you to trust, for all will work out in the best way possible. Let go of your fear and apprehension and allow God's healing energy to flow to you. Trust, for all will heal in ways you never thought possible. And, you know, along with this patience card, I think that that's it. A lot of you are, you know, maybe stuck in that self-doubt. You've been at this for a long time and you're just kind of like tired, right? That wounded warrior. I'm determined, but I'm tired, and I just don't know how much longer I can go. But it's right around the corner, Gemini. It really is. And it's just about trusting that the universe is on your side, being truthful with yourself. What changes can you possibly make? Maybe even in your physical realm, you know, like just making little changes within your house. Move a couple of pieces of furniture or a lamp or a plant around. Try a different outfit on. You know, just like mix it up just a little bit to let the universe know that you're willing to look at things in a new perspective, because that is one of the things they're saying, that, you know, you're kind of like stuck in the physical perspective, but there is a bigger picture to it. And sometimes if we just change our physical perspective a little bit by doing little things that a little differently, try a new food, do something different, something that's a little adventurous, right? And then that'll help to get the ball rolling for you. Well, Gemini, I do hope you enjoyed this reading. I enjoyed doing it for you, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Bye-bye.